All eyes on Doge. Big run up to the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up to the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.60. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Everybody, Kriss here. Welcome on a Wednesday. How's everybody doing? We got Bitcoin over 90K. We got Dogecoin. Look at that. In the red box. It's a good pre-Thanksgiving day of trading. Not much going on as far as news when it comes to Doge other than the Bitwise spot ETF beginning to trade today. And we won't get those numbers until tonight or tomorrow once they post them. So I will post that on X, on my X account, once I see what those numbers are for the trading today for both the Grayscale spot ETF and the Bitwise ETF as well, because I will not be doing a live stream on Thanksgiving Thursday. So taking the day off. I hope you all do the same, except of course, if you're not here in the United States and you're not on a holiday and you have to work and all that. I get that. I get that. But that's where we are. That's where we are. So was Bitcoin pumping because of Texas? No, that was news from yesterday, actually. That was older news. So yeah, not really a big thing. Yeah, Charlotte, you have to work tomorrow. I don't. I get paid to sit on my butt tomorrow. I get paid to sit on my butt. I got a lot of work to do tomorrow, right? We got the duck, right? The duck is in the fridge. 7-pound duck, all ready to go. Got a bunch of veggies, got a fruits, got the sweet potatoes, got all of that stuff. So yep, but it's going to be cooking and doing all kinds of things. Yes, you'll get to see my duck, Charlotte. You'll get to see my duck. Yeah. So what's going on right now? Look, we're in the red box. Woohoo! In the red box. Let's see if we can hold it. I made a little mini red box as well, up to 16 cents here, just so I can see where that 16-cent line is. And most likely, I'm going to have to like pull this over for the trading. But we got to hold 15.4. We got to hold 15.4 as support. If this fails tonight, Kriss will not be happy. And some of you probably too, who has been following along with Dogecoin. And we'll see what Bitcoin does. But this was a nice run today. Now, why did it go up today? RR thinks, Texas Bitcoin Strategic Reserve? I say, let's take out the shorts. That's right. $100 million of Bitcoin shorts got liquidated. $100 million, 50 million on ETH, a total of $300 million taken out because the market makers can. So today was the day, low volume. Let's just run the price up and let's take out a bunch of shorts. So that is, there's no real news of it. I mean, yeah, we had like the jobs numbers were good in the United States a little bit, but then that puts in like, well, what's going to happen with the Fed and the FOMC on December 10th? Because if the job numbers are good, they're less likely to raise rates. Nope, 85% now. So it is up to 85. Just a week ago, it was at 30%. It was at 30% just a week ago. And today it's 85%. So that's kind of looking like rate cut will be coming on December 10th. So we have that. Additionally, Kevin Svensson says, look, if this were a true risk-off bear market, right? Many have said, we are totally bear. Totally bear. And we've been bear for over a month, right? And Kriss is like, more recently turned bear with a relief rally coming. I believe in the relief rally. I think that's coming. But if it were a true risk-off bear market, junk bonds, global liquidity would be breaking down, quantitative tightening would be ramping, but instead, junk is holding steady, M2 global liquidity is climbing or stable, kind of going stable with after the big climb it had, and quantitative tightening is officially stops in December. So this is not the behavior of a bear market. That's what Kevin says. Not the behavior of a bear market. So why is crypto down? And listen to what Kevin has to say. You may be thinking you've heard something like this before. Bitcoin's recent decline was a result of the largest liquidation event in crypto history, followed by forced selling for top market makers. It was an internal issue within the industry. The macro is not pointing to the start of a bear market. The largest liquidation event in crypto history. Brought to you by CZ, Binance, Wintermute, and that whole gang. That was it. So Kevin is like, guys, this is a hiccup. We're going higher. And because of the hiccup, we're going to extend the overall cycle into 2026. So what could that be? What are the things that are going to be coming up in 2026? Because, I mean, you guys want to know, right? You want to know what's going to happen in 2026. So let's take a look at it. Well, first, quantitative tightening ending, that's going to be December 1st, right? We're going to do the quantitative easing in 2026. But what happens first? You got to end QT. The last time QT ended was in August 1st, 2019. August 1st, 2019. And what happened to crypto after that? Well, crypto did okay, but others, which is the alts, actually did better. We had a huge run on alts versus Bitcoin. That's right. This is others versus Bitcoin on this chart, which points to risk off, more alts. So there's that. There's that. What do you mean, Pepito? Kevin is always someone you follow. No, I follow a lot of people. I'm just giving you his perspective. What do you want me to say? I just told you what Kevin said. Some people. So going into 2026, it's like, look, QT ending, Bitcoin dominance looks weak, alt sentiment is at an all-time low, right? Can we run it back one more time? Can we go on a big run still? Which I am predicting, but I still think it might be an overall just relief rally. We'll look at the charts in just a little bit. Watcher Guru says, look, the White House says tax refunds in 2026 are projected to be the largest ever. Tax refunds are going to be the largest ever. Unfortunately, your friend Kriss is not going to be able to participate in tax refunds because I have a huge tax bill to pay because I sold a lot of crypto for a lot of profit. But that's just me. Overall, it looks like the majority of United States tax filers are going to be getting refunds. And with refunds is cash, and sometimes that cash goes right into the market. So we can expect that starting in March. Yes, HD, you are correct. I did good. I did good. So that's coming in 2026 is money in the hands of American people who are getting tax returns. So we have that. Now we also have a new Fed chair. This is Kevin Hassett. So you are going to hear more about the name Kevin Hassett. He's a leading candidate. He hasn't been selected, but pretty much the circle's being drawn that this is the guy right here who's going to be the next Fed chair, who's going to be replacing Jerome Powell in May 2026. Hassett served on Coinbase's advisory council. He is pro-crypto. If he takes the chair, we're looking at a Fed that's not only going to be friendly toward digital assets, but someone who's going to cut interest rates probably down to like 1%, because the president wants the interest rates cut. So this guy is going to cut them. He'll do whatever he can. So that is coming in 2026 as well. So it's hard to think right now, looking ahead, that there's going to be this huge bear market in 2026. It's hard to see that. But you know how things go, right? Some of these things take time. Some of these things take time. So what's going on with Dogecoin, right? Well, we've got our friends at Grayscale, right, are having fun today because they're into the whole Dogecoin thing now and the Doge memes and all that. So that's kind of what the day was today on X Twitter with Dogecoin, was just a lot of fun meme posts because there's not much going on in the news when it comes to Doge. So we enjoy the memes. I posted a chart, and my chart was Dogecoin back in the red box. We'll take a look at that again in a minute. But what else could be coming up? And we have X Money. We check on this site every day. And guess what? The X Money site still says launching in 2025. So still hasn't changed. It's still 2025. So that's a thing that's still there. So we look at the Dogecoin price. We go to the weekly chart, which I've been showing. And on the weekly chart, we get my outlook, which is, let's take that green and put that to the side right now. This is my outlook right now that we've been looking at for those that weren't here in the past live streams. I foresee a relief rally, which looks like it could be starting now. Now, I'd like to see this weekly candle do a bullish engulfing up at like 16 cents here and come over last week's red candle. And so I see a relief rally. But then the relief rally will probably hit a snag. There'll be some bad news. Let's say Powell is super hawkish again, because he can be. Probably positive trading leading up to the FOMC. And then he's going to say some stupid shit, right? It's going to be bearish and the market's going to tank. And of course, it's not going to go straight down like that. Most likely it's going to, do something like this, right? It's going to come around like that, right? Something like that, which we did on the Bitcoin chart as well, right? We're going to see that kind of thing as well. So that's what I expect for Bitcoin as well. Relief rally up over 100K, probably 102 or so, and then falling back down. So the chances of a rate cut are now 85%, up from 30% just a week ago. Now 85%. So all of that FUD that was there a week ago, that's all gone now. That's all gone. Back up to 85% chance of a rate cut. So right now we're chilling, watching Doge. We're watching Doge climb back into the red box, and we're seeing whether we can hold 15.4 as support. Again, that 15.4 line was resistance. It was resistance again. And if I zoom out far enough, we can see where it was, kind of resistance, where it was support here back in the 16th of November, it was support 15.4. So that's what that red box, the bottom of it, represents. Of course, we don't want it to sit in the red box too long. We want it to go up higher back into the purple box. But we do what we do. So, and then, of course, for those who are looking for money to spend on Black Friday, you want to spend some money and you want to get a crypto hardware wallet. Well, have we got a deal for you? We do have Ledger wallets on sale. That's right. Particularly the Ledger Stacks at $3.99. You buy it for $3.99, you get $80 of Bitcoin. $80 of Bitcoin will be sent to your Bitcoin wallet if you buy the Ledger Stacks. $70 of Bitcoin if you get the Ledger Flex. And the Ledger Nano X, they just have it half off. They just said, forget the Bitcoin. We're just going to do a 50% cut on the price down to $74. $74 for a Ledger Nano X right now. And then with the Nano S Plus, which is, again, the one that I have here, is the Nano S Plus, $59, right? It's already down $20 from its normal $79. So it's now $59. Plus, additionally, they will send you $10 of Bitcoin. Pretty good deal. So there's a link in the description below if you would like to do something on Black Friday and get yourself or treat a loved one to a crypto hardware wallet. Ledger's having a big sale. If you have any questions about Ledger hardware wallets, put it in the chat, let me know, and I will do my best to answer. For those just coming in, again, why did crypto go up today? Market makers. There wasn't any particular news. It was just like, let's take out some shorts. $100 million in Bitcoin, $300 million overall in liquidations. Big ones on ETH, Hype, Solana. And whoever was shorting Monad, $8.5 million on Monad is what got taken out. So shorting. The shorters are getting hit. The shorters are getting hit. I was actually thinking of shorting something, but I won't. But it was Kaspa. Kaspa's up another 15% today, and it hit 6 cents. And I was like, man, if I was shorting Kaspa, as soon as it hit 6 cents, I would be shorting the hell out of this thing. It's just one of those things. It just went on this big double run, and I just don't see this thing going up higher. I could be wrong, but if I was a shorter, I would be shorting Kaspa. Kaspa at 6 cents down. But yeah, I don't gamble like that. So I will watch it go down though, because I just don't think Kaspa has it in it to keep going up. But a nice run today for Kaspa. For those that are just holding, maybe you want to take profits at 6 cents. I don't know. So we're going to watch Doge, see if it holds on. How you guys doing? The purple box. I know, right, Charlotte? The purple box. We got a ways to go to get back. We should get Kevin a sticker, sure. You guys just chatting. Let's have a double top, nothing spectacular, but let's match the previous. 48 cents. I think a lot of people would like that. 48 cents. A December miracle, Nick, you think? Josh thinks purple box by the end of the weekend. You know, it's Thanksgiving weekend here in the United States. Stock market's closed tomorrow. I don't know. It's not in your blood to short, Kriss. I know, right? Generally, I just don't like to see crypto prices go down. And if I want to like short something, I would be rooting for crypto prices to go down, and I just can't do it, especially Dogecoin. I couldn't. I did say, though, maybe in 2026, I might try shorting if it's truly a bear market. But now we're getting all these indicators that, this might be a mini bear we're having now, and it actually turns bullish. And so I'm just like, yeah, to hell with it. I'm just not going to short. I'll stick with my strategy. It has worked very well. DCA, buy on the dips, hold for the big rips, make money. So I'll wait for that. I want a green box. That would be nice. If we can get up over 21 cents, then we'll start talking about green boxes up there. Or we could just do green candles and just go to the moon, right? I do have that on my chart. Again, we talked about it for those that didn't see, because there is this other thing, right? There's this other thing, which is this big arrow. And that would be the X money arrow, right? And how high does Doge go on that kind of pump? How high does Doge go? This is my animation here on my chart. How high does Doge go? So that's a thing that's out there. We'll be watching that. Don't give in to the dark side, Nick. Hey, Turbo. I saw you over on Tom Crown's live stream earlier today. Looks like we are having stuffed Doge tomorrow. Oh, Turbo. What coins do you think are the best to hold long-term? Long-term would be the OG coins. Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Litecoin, and ETH. Those are your best long-term holds. Anything else is a risk, in my opinion. Some will say, XRP, Solana. I'm like, okay, well, they've done really well, but are they going to keep doing well? Good morning. How are you, Anthony? You like the sound of the mini bear? I do too. This would make things different. This would make things different. A mini bear, like Winnie the Pooh. Like Winnie the Pooh. 17.2. 17.2. Um, 17.2 doesn't seem to really be a thing. Not that I see. We had one little dip here on the 9th of November that did kind of hit right around 17.2. But that's about the only thing I see lining up with that. So I have the top of the red box just cleanly at 17. But hey, I'll take 17.2. But 17, that gets us out of the red box. So I'm rooting for that. And look at that. We've had actually 4 green days in a row on Dogecoin here on the daily chart. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 green days in a row. That is good. If Kriss says short, I will be buying. Yeah, I'm actually not going to short anything, Anthony. It's just not in my nature to wish things be bad. Unlike like James Wynn, right? The Wynn account, whoever the heck that guy is. It's like, yeah, making money. Well, he probably got burnt a little today with the shorts getting taken out. And then 18 cents coming next. Yeah, we're kind of taking a pause right here. See if Bitcoin can reclaim 90K. Right now at 89.9. So if Bitcoin can reclaim 90K, And then Doge can start making its way up towards 16 cents. That would be awesome. An actual Dogecoin to the actual moon, also 2026. That's right. That is still not dead. 2026, Geometric Energy said, yes, we're still on for 2026. And I'm like, okay, I'll believe it when I see it. But I'm not like a mini bear, like an Ewok, exactly. Am I planning to sell some part of your Doge holdings and buy low 10s? No, I'm not. I'm not. Unless Doge goes to like 50 cents. That would be different. But right now, there's no plan on scalping Doge at this point. Unless we get the X money pump. If it just goes to 21 cents and then turns around and, like the relief rally, like I think it may be, it's not worth it. Not worth it to me. Particularly if X money hasn't launched yet. I'm not selling Doge before that. To me, that's not the time to be selling Doge before X money does its thing. It's just me. I don't know. Maybe I'm totally wrong. But these things kind of tend to make Doge pump. So, two cats. X money pump. High 20s. Maybe more, Josh. Maybe more. There's going to be a huge red candle tonight, a painful one, right over TD Garden when the Pistons show up. Goose, I have already predicted the Pistons are going to win the game. I've already given in. William was like telling me that he's betting the game and he's betting on the Celtics. And I'm just like, no, you do not take the Celtics in this game. You do not. Detroit is going to win. And I think they're going to cover whatever spread there is. He said it was straight up, but I can't believe it. Celtics at home against Pistons, straight up? No. Pistons have to have a point advantage. But I would take the Pistons against whatever point spread there is. It's just not going to be, I just have a feeling it's not going to be a good Celtics game. Of course, I'm a Celtics fan. I'm here in Boston. You just get bombarded by sports talk radio here. So, yeah, Boston Celtics. Anything you like. I got 60,000 Dogecoins, mostly bought below 6.5 cents. If it takes another 4 years, so be it. Yep, round tripping it because this cycle was different for Dogecoin. I get it. I'm afraid if I short, I will lose my shorts or your shirt. Yeah. Yeah, Turbo, just keep that to yourself. Digibyte is an old time coin. I just don't hear anything about DGB. I really don't. I don't. Yeah, Digibyte, Litecoin, like everyone was helping out Doge back in the day. Because everybody liked Doge. Now it's just us. And there's a whole bunch of people out there who despise Dogecoin. I'm just like, relax, have some fun. Anthony, why does Bitcoin have to be the number one crypto? What characteristic made it number one? Because it was the OG. It was the first. That's why. That's it. First one to market. The one the Bitcoin white paper about, the one the Satoshi Nakamoto, right, created. That whole thing is a thing. Whether Zcash or some other crypto is actually a better cryptocurrency than Bitcoin. I mean, Bitcoin was made to be like eCash, digital money. Well, Dogecoin works better at that than Bitcoin does. But Bitcoin is still the OG. And that's why. I mean, we've got Ethereum for smart contracts and blockchain, right? But Solana and others actually work better than ETH. But ETH was the OG smart contract blockchain platform. So that's why ETH is number 2. Even though there's better stuff out there now. That's just how it works. Right. Bitcoin is first. Linda is no longer CEO of X, Matt. She moved on. So, but she said X Money would launch in 2025, but that was way back in January when she said that. And now here we are, end of November, and we still don't have X Money. But she's not there anymore. So we don't know. It still says on the X Money account launching in 2025. And we're getting pretty close to the end of 2025, but it still says that right here. So we wait. Yeah, Pistons. Yep. I think it's a Pistons game today. Spurs playing tonight. Is Wemby back yet? X Money anytime soon in 2025, but Kriss needs to check the X page. That's what I do. Just to prove to everybody that it's still a thing. So every day you will see this. Every day I will continue to show it until it says something else. JJ, you're from Massachusetts also? Go Celtics. This year we got the Patriots, and it was unexpected. I mean, a 10-2 Patriots team, nobody was predicting that, so we'll take it. But yeah, Celtics without Jason Tatum, hasn't worked so well. Are you in the 313? We're the 617. Boston is the 617. Let's go. Let's go. Nick in his sports ball comment. Thank you, Nick. We haven't seen the PAX cat much. Is it because your fire's not turned up enough? It's because it's cold out, and my office here is on the first floor of the house. The second floor is much warmer, and he hangs out up there. So if I had the fire cranking in here and this room was really heated up, I don't know. It might convince him. He does like the warmth. But no, he hangs out upstairs. Go local sports team. Sometimes I entertain that thought that Bitcoin is the biggest bubble on its own. Why does it have to be Bitcoin specifically? And it's just because it became such a big thing. And now the TradFi and institutions and banks and everyone are like custodying Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is the thing. Darth Mike, I got a feeling that when X Money actually starts, they will want to start in the new fiscal year just to get all the financials in order. I don't know. The fiscal year actually already started back in October when you talk about fiscal years. Because we're in FY26, fiscal year. We're already there. But calendar years, that's different. And I don't know how X does their record keeping. I think they're just quarterly. And it just goes to the next quarter. Christian, Doge to a quarter. It can do it, but I can't tell you that it's definitely or it's definitely not. Yep. Very sad that someone just shot some National Guardsmen in front of the White House. I saw that quickly before starting the live stream. And because I'm here, I can't read the news and see the updates or something. But apparently they did die. So not good news. Happy Thanksgiving, Toss. What's up, Kronos? How are you? You should probably make a video on the difference of coins and tokens and what blockchains are. I talk about the difference between coins and tokens all the time. And every once in a while, I've talked about how blockchains work. I'll probably be talking more about that when DogeOS launches, because it's going to be an app layer on the Dogecoin blockchain. And I'm curious, like, technically how that app layer works. So yeah, we'll be getting there. The SWI chart. Yeah, SWI is definitely a good buy. If I was buying SWI last week, I was like, we were looking at it and I was like, yeah, I'd be buying this. And like it dropped down to like $1.35 right down here. And I was like, yeah, I'd be buying this. I would be buying this. I called that. $1.35. I guess it was back over here, right? Over the weekend. So I'd be buying this. But I'm not in a buying mood right now because I got taxes to pay. I got big ass taxes to pay. And I can't be buying more crypto. So unfortunately, I'm not buying right now. Hey, Skylimit, Cardano is perfect in terms of smart contract long-term, right? Nobody's building on Cardano though. That's the thing. Charles just goes on and on and on about like how it's all audited and tested and blah, 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 blah. But nobody's using it. There was like one meme coin called Snack, right? That kind of hit it big, but that was like a couple of years ago now. And it's just like, nobody's doing anything on Cardano. He's not back yet, but yet the team has still been winning without Wemby. That's pretty strong. That's good. What if we have an alt season in December, Doge to 45, money comes out? Well, money will come out that will cause Doge to go to 45. It won't go to 45 cents on its own. So that's what I would be looking at. Hey, Danny, thankful that Doge is pumping. I had a little run up today, and now it's just relaxing here. 15.5 area. So we're watching to see what its next move is. Looks like volume is falling off here. Remember when Elon said he would accept Doge for merch and see how it goes? Yep. He hasn't said how it went. He didn't say. Just quietly, they stopped selling merch for Doge. Don't know. Yes, we're in the 617 here in Beantown. Hope everyone has had an awesome day. It's nasty here, 36. Oh, slush on the ground. Yuck. Yeah, I don't enjoy winters. How does duck taste? The duck meat is a little bit greasy, kind of greasy. It's all dark meat. So it has the taste of like a good like turkey leg. But it's the whole thing. You don't get as much of the duck, but it tastes so good. That's what I think. It's sus. I know, Anthony. It is, isn't it? But that's what it is. That's what it is. But the whole Bitcoin white paper, the whole philosophy around Bitcoin. It was all Bitcoin. It was all Bitcoin. Hey, music. Happy Thanksgiving Eve to you as well. I know. Microsoft made its thing. Others came out with stuff that was better, but Microsoft was there first. That's just how it is. Exactly right. Gobble, gobble, sunshine. What did you miss? Well, you have to go back. Watch the first 15 minutes. I did it pretty quickly today. But if you do it on a 2x, you'll get caught up. Being first is enough for the human psyche. Exactly. You are all wrong. Doge will go zip and then zoop. I love it. CDC, Kriss is not going to be on tomorrow. There will not be a live stream, so we can wish everybody Thanksgiving greetings. And remember, Dogecoin or else would like everybody to post pictures of your Thanksgiving table or Thanksgiving plate of food so she can see the different types of American Thanksgivings. So you can post that in the YouTube community on the KrissPax channel. So can't wait to see what everybody is having for Thanksgiving tomorrow. Keeping my hopes up. There's the good and the bad, though. It's not always good. I think the world follows the UK rules. In the UK, the tax year, fiscal year, starts in April and goes through April. In the United States, the fiscal year begins on October 1st and runs all the way to the following September 30th. Do you remember when Doge, yes, the Department of Government Efficiency website launched, there was a Dogecoin, and then I think someone told Elon, yeah, you can't have that. You have to take that off. Yeah. But for taxes, right, it goes by the calendar year. That is correct. For taxes. It doesn't go by fiscal years, it goes by calendar years. And tax years are, of course, different in all countries. Ryan, you might have to try some duck. I'll get us some. Does Ryan have an upcoming trip coming? Duck is too greasy for me. I like it. Yeah, but it is. It is. We have a turkey forming on the chart. Buy Dogecoin or else gets what buy Dogecoin or else wants. Yeah. Ryan. Hey, Lolavec. Happy Thanksgiving to you. 16 cents tomorrow. I would love that. That would be good. I do have that right here. That's this line right here in the red box is 16 cents. The top of the little mini box. I drew a little mini box here. 16 cents at the top, just so I can, watch and see if we can start going penny at a time again. That would be awesome. Can we do that? Penny at a time? Duck pasta salad. Yeah, I don't know where William and Johanna are today. I'm sure there's a pasta salad of some type in the works right now. Yes. I think Ryan is due. Yes. Ryan would get arrested for posting something on social media. Yeah, Ryan, if you're in the UK, be very careful. You have to be very careful. That's for sure. I'm ready to eat stuffing. Yeah, we don't do stuffing anymore. It just fills up your belly with stuff. We do, well, you'll see. I'll post the picture of all the stuff that we have that isn't stuffing, along with the duck. Hello, Mike. Hello, Cheese. The cats are watching. Awesome. No Pax cat today. He's upstairs sleeping, last I saw. That cat. All I want is $1 Doge for Christmas. That's all? That's all, Mike? Do I expect to see a breakout? I'm not expecting it. In fact, I'm expecting Powell's going to say something stupid that's going to tank the market, as he has done so many times, including last December, if you recall, FOMC, last December. Oh, we're not going to have as many rate cuts as everyone thinks in 2026, or something like that. The market crashed. Not real crash. It went down. So no, I think it's almost expected now that there's going to be rate cut. It's at 85% chance of a rate cut right now. So I think that's it. Handy Dan, how are you? Happy Thanksgiving to you. You've been going to the buffet at the Margaritaville Resort last couple of years. Daughter and grandson are coming over, so a full meal deal. Well, get to it there, Dan. Get to it. Good luck. Have a great meal. X also had a Doge on the website. It was Twitter at the time, before it became X. Could be the reason why Bitcoin and crypto is decoupling from the Dow. Crypto has been going the opposite way. Probably people realize Bitcoin crypto is sus. Anthony, my friend, we've talked about this. It was all the October 10th manipulated flash crash. So yes, is it sus? Many believe so. But that mega liquidation event caused traders, crypto investors to pause. So that's what it was. In my opinion, it was all that, nothing else. Nothing else. It was all that. That was the Black Swan event. Was that. Jerome likes to say negative things about the future. He doesn't have any data about it, and then later say they can't decide things because they don't have the data, which is what many believe was the reason why there won't be a rate cut in December, because they don't have all the data. But now the data is starting to come out, and it's not bad. It's not bad. So inflation isn't like spiking up, right? They know that. So yeah. Jerome Powell is like a nearsighted proctologist. Yeah, when Elon bought Twitter, remember that was in 2022 bear market, and Dogecoin more than doubled in price just on the news of Elon buying Twitter. So if Dogecoin doubles in price here, we're over 30 cents. I'm not selling my Doge before that event happens with X money. Binance criminals. Agreed, Nick. Absolutely. I know. Who sold before that, and who opened up big shorts before that? We don't know. Who is he? We don't know. But somebody knew something was coming, and they pounced on it with big money. And they made a lot. All my buddies' wives buying meals. So they're buying pre-prepared meals and then putting them in home cookware. So it looks like they actually cooked them. Ah! Awesome. Awesome. Barron. Yeah, right. If only Barron knew. But if it was him, wow. He's one rich dude, isn't he? One rich dude. This little pump we had this afternoon is not holding. ETH still over 3,000. Solana's at 143. And XRP at 221. But Doge is drifting down a little bit. Don't like that. Got to turn that around with a green candle. Green candle. Overall, in crypto, today was a Caspa day and a Dash. Dash, Caspa, Starknet, SPX, Hype, Monad, Aerodrome, Sky, Curve, Monero are the winners. The losers, Story, Aster. Aster still going down. Wow. Mix, Quant, ICP, Fetch, XDC, IOTA, Celestia, ETH Classic. Wonder why that's going down. Yeah, so that's what's going on in the markets today for crypto. Barron started off with a small loan of $1 million. Apparently, that's how Donald Trump started in real estate, too. His father gave him like $1 million, and he just built it from there. The ads are over on the right. Awesome. Glad that works. If Doge can't cross 17, another pullback. And it could roll over. Yes, it can, Philip. Eric Trump posted on X and Instagram of the Bitcoin mining farm in Texas around the time the 45 million ETH trade was made. So you think it's Eric. Interesting. Somebody pointed out, though, the detail of that mining farm. And those are ant miners. They've bought ant miners from Bitmain. Guess where Bitmain is located? China. They bought all their mining rigs from China, saying, we are going to mine all the remaining Bitcoin here in the United States using Chinese mining rigs. I'm just like, oh. Man. The bull gave the bear the horn. It's not like before. Everyone works now. Nobody has time to crank up that oven. Nobody works on Thanksgiving Day. I mean, there's some limited, but you basically have all day. You can get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, put the turkey in the oven, and have it cooking for like 10 hours. I've done it before. Oh, the hypocrisy. I know, right, Danny? Those are all Chinese mining rigs. for the American Bitcoin company. They bought Chinese mining rigs. And they probably didn't pay tariffs. Exactly, Mike. They didn't pay tariffs. Yesterday, the inflation rate in Australia increased, triggering a likelihood of increasing interest rates. Can't win them all. I think Trump is doing a good job keeping the overall inflation rate down by artificially keeping oil prices down. So I don't think that's going to happen here. China. Exactly. China. Trump and China. Yep. And next year, what's happening, right? Trump is going to go to China. Xi is going to come here. It's all good. Oh, it's a crazy world out there, right? It's a crazy world. What else is on your mind, guys? What's happening? Everybody excited for tomorrow? Well, except for Charlotte, who has to work in the UK. No Thanksgiving. But the rest of us, we're like, yeah. Bitcoin's back over 90. All right. I like that. Let's go. If it can get over 90,500, they'll be taking out more shorts. More shorts at 90,500. We do have the pinger all lined up here. And we can look at the heat map and we can take a look at what's coming for Bitcoin. What's coming for Bitcoin? So we need to zoom out. I think the 3-day, maybe have to be longer. When's the last time we were at 90K? Longer than that. Yeah. Week. I don't remember the last time Bitcoin was at 90K. There we go. Yeah. 90,500. $76 million right there on that line of shorts. 90,500. So target right there. Let's take that out. Ooh, buy Dogecoin or else. A little contest going on. A little Doge giveaway. The best plate of food that gets posted on the KrissPax YouTube community is going to get some free Doge. Wow. That's awesome, Charlotte. And she gets to see everybody's plates. For Dogecoin, the biggest shorts are up here at 16 cents. So Doge has to get up over 16 cents. They took out some nice shorts here at 15.5, but they need to get over 16 cents. There's a lot of shorts up there. Of course, the leverage longs here are piling up. Degen gamblers. Lots of longs. Millions of dollars down here. Let's not go down and get those. Come on. Let's do it, Bitcoin. DB driving home. Ryan, 16 cents is on your mind. We'll take out some Doge shorts. You can't wait for tomorrow, I bet, Charlotte. Thank you, friends in the UK. Appreciate it. Maramello, you have a brewmaster. Cool. The brewmaster. Rent, food, and gas. Hey, Yili. When Doge has a cathartic and catalyst and go up, do you think altcoins will go to or just Doge? They will follow. Doge will lead the way, and they will follow. So if Doge goes up 100%, SHIB would probably go up 50%, something like that. Yep, that's the potential. Magnanimous. That's a big word. Magnanimous. They had a better chance of getting their mining rigs through customs than you did. Yep, apparently so. Ugh. The housing problem in Australia is real, even with a population of about 27 million. There's a housing problem. Ugh. Bitcoin coming up. Let's go. 90,500. So close. Take out those shorts. Come on. I want to see the pinger going. Taking out shorts. I don't know what this Merle thing is. Might have to look at Merle. That seems to be a thing today. Merle. Well, Bitcoin is waiting. I want to see what this is. Merle. What is Merle? Oh, it's only up 100% today. Duh. Look at that. Merle. Whatever that is. Does anyone know what the Merlin chain is? Merlin? The Merlin chain went up 100% today. Soporific? I don't even know what that is. I'd have to ask Grok. Grok, what is soporific? If there's no rally or any great catalyst, where do you think the average price would hover around? If there's no rally and no catalyst, then Bitcoin's going down to 60K. And Doge will revisit 9.5 cents. Bear market. Those are the price targets. Hey, Ryan, be careful saying those two words. Be careful. I listened to X Spaces that day just to hear you speak. The other guys, yeah, not so much. I know. I did everything for those guys. I did everything for those guys. And I got nothing. There's a turkey token. Of course there's a turkey token. Stupid crypto. When crypto in the bear market, does it mean the stock market in the bear market too? No, stocks don't follow crypto. I know, Ryan, right? Hey, you said it. You listened to it, it was lame, except for my part, of course. My part was awesome. Yeah, didn't she say something about going to Vegas? Right? The big plan. I am not buying, Ralph, because I have to pay taxes on all my capital gains profits. So I am not buying here. I'm still holding quite a bit, but we'll see what happens next year. If we have a real bear, I mean, prices are really down. I might have to do some things. Might have to. DB's home. Welcome. Are we going to hit 16? You tell me. Bitcoin's toying with us. Doge 15.5 still. Of course my part wasn't late. Those other guys, though. Oh my God. What was it, Kraken? The guy just going on and on and on, and I'm just like, oh man, that is lame. I'm giving the grand tour of the Venetian in Vegas. I was invited. 36 more days. I know, Miguel. The countdown's on. Tick tock, tick tock. Time's a clicking away. Still says launching in 2025. That could be quite the thing, though, on New Year's Eve, right? December 31st, X Money launches. That could make for a fun new year. Christmas surprise, maybe? For the Santa rally? Michael Anthony. DJT, that's the Trump stock. I wouldn't be touching that. How's SBET doing? SBET. They're the ones that are into ETH, right? SBET. $10. Well, it's actually trading pretty well. Oh, it had a big dip. It had a big dip. Has not been trading well since July. But that might have been the bottom right there at 885 for SBET. But yeah, that's a big pullback. It's almost back as low as it was before the big ETH thing happened. It was like $4 then, though. Craziness in stocks. Oh, they're about to get their death cross right there. Death cross for SBET. The dancing Doge. Look at that. How I wish crypto, like let's say Doge, finds its real and intrinsic value and not just depend on a bear bull market. I know. There really isn't any overwhelming use case for crypto across the board. So right now it's all speculation. It's what it is. It's all speculation. Well, Victor, we don't know about X money, but Doge may not hit 40 cents this year. That's correct. And I've shown that. I have shown that as well. New all-time high for Doge. I believe. Michael is a believer. That would be an Elon thing to do. Christmas or New Year's. Danny, you're about 3 hours away from the Venetian. Venetian is the best, design-wise. So says the architect. All the little details are there. You can just look at all the details inside and out, and it's all there. Very, very well done. Venetian. The rooms are nice too. They're all little mini suites. Very nice rooms. Not the cheapest hotel, but it's very nice. Arranged by the Queen of Doge for the Queen of Doge. Guys. ready. All-time high 2026. Earlier in the live stream, I talked about the good positive things coming up in 2026, which means it may not be an overall bear market. So no, XRP is not taking over Swift. Swift is creating their own stable coin and they're going to do their own thing. XRP is not taking it over. Unfortunately, nope. Not happening. Don't forget to smash the likes. How much are the rooms? You have to look it up. It fluctuates between busy times and quiet times, weekdays versus weekends. It changes all the time. So you just have to go on the Venetian.com website and then just pick a date and see what you get. Yes, the Casino Royale for gambling. You remembered. Of course you would remember that. You don't think you've been to the Venetian? It's well worth a visit. Well worth a visit. Go Celtics. They're about to tip off. I know, William. I don't think they're going to win, but I know. It's your team. I got it. I got it. Yeah. If we go to, let's see. Let's go here. Go to this. So here is Google Maps. This is important. This is important. Here's Google Maps. Las Vegas Boulevard, right here. And there's the Venetian, right there. Beautiful architecture. If I don't say so myself, beautiful architecture. And you zoom in right below and you get the Casino Royale. The Casino Royale. Now, what does that look like? You take your little guy. There's a Denny's restaurant too, right there too. If you like Denny's. You plop him in. And so here's the Venetian. In your street view, right? There's your Venetian. So I did all of this stuff, like detailed all of this, the big tower, all the bridges, everything there. That's all me. Madame Tussauds. And then you just come down. There's a Walgreens and a Denny's. And then right beyond that, right here, is this little thing called the Casino Royale. It's this thing right here. I've always had luck gambling at the Casino Royale. There it is. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Casino Royale. Hey, Pax Cat's here. Hey, buddy. You decided to come down. Huh. Hi. Anyway, just a thing. It's just a thing. Oh. Pax Cat in the house. Hey, buddy. Hi. Are we going to chop for the end of the year? Gene, I kind of think we're going to have some big news. So, again, I think it's going to be good for Dogecoin. X money. We want that X money. Dominance? Is dominance going up? Nope. Dominance is chopping. It's just chopping. Still under 59. That's not anything. Bitcoin dominance, not really moving. How you doing, Con? Should plan a day out at the Venetian. I mean, Denny's, right? Denny's. Chronos, nobody deleted it. It auto-deleted because you probably had a word in there that's on my naughty list. And if you use a word on my naughty list, it automatically doesn't post. Okay? Chronos? All right? I have a lot of words on the naughty list. It's not always 1,200 a night, Nick. Depends on what day you chose. I think I paid $220 in May. It was something like that. It was part of a deal. It was part of a deal with the Bitcoin conference, but I don't think it was more than $220. Kriss is triggering me and I want to gamble. Well, thank you, my dear. Is this in Vegas? Yes. What is this about and where does this take place? I don't know. That remains to be seen. Right now, the fear and greed index for Bitcoin is at 15, which is extreme fear. For Dogecoin, it's at 28, maybe 29 now, which is just fear. Dogecoin is better off on the fear and greed than Bitcoin is. Pax cat, good sign. First time ever seeing inside my brain. If you look at the Venetian exterior photos very carefully, you'll see all the little details. That was 2 years of my life. 2 years of my life in that. Rate cut. Yeah, close enough. I've got 85. Did it change in the past hour? 84.8 now. 84.8. But I get it, Con. Much better than it was a week ago when it was like 30. Doge looking okay. 15.5. The Casino Royale will be wondering why so many Dogecoin fans are showing up all of a sudden. Yes. And the slot machines already know that they owe you. How do I feel about staking? I think staking on legitimate staking platforms are awesome. I don't think Robinhood is real staking for ETH and Sol. I just kind of feeling that it's not real staking. You're not really contributing to the nodes or network when you stake on Robinhood, because you're not really buying the crypto on Robinhood. So I kind of think they're calling it staking, but it's really not staking. Well, when I went back in May, it was the Bitcoin conference, and I was hoping to see like this giant banner on the front, like saying Bitcoin. It wasn't there. They didn't do that. But I did ride with Doge tipping in his Doge themed Cybertruck. He pulled right up to the front of the Venetian, and I got in and we drove around on the strip. It was fun. That was good. Just for clarity, don't think XRP is taking over Swift. It was just a joke. Okay. British sarcasm. I didn't read it as a joke. I didn't see a emoji in that. Midnight snack at Denny's, always. Or for those of us who are morning people and you get up early, you have your Grand Slam breakfast at Denny's. The Grand Slam breakfast. Happy early Thanksgiving. Thank you, Javier. Sleep time for RR. Good night. Yeah, forgot about the naughty list. Yeah, there was probably some word in there which ended up like not being. You don't think it is, but it's just one of those that is on the list. Yeah. Matt, you're going to get her in trouble. Yeah, you should try leverage trading. Sure. Thank you, Compo. Happy Thanksgiving, Camro. Alt season? Nope. I don't see a big alt season. I think we'll have a little mini alt season that will come. Dogecoin will lead the way, but it's not going to be a huge, giant blowout alt season, which I've been calling for months that that's not going to happen. So Khan's looking at 102K. We talked about 102K on the Bitcoin chart. That is right up here. Right now, the 50-week moving average is at 102. So you say if Bitcoin trades up to the 50-week moving average and it hits it at 102, you're done. Well, good luck. I hope that works for you. I hope that works for you. But that's exactly what I predicted would happen, is a relief rally to 102. So I hope you get it. Unfortunately, I think it's also going to follow with something like that. But we're starting. So let's go. 15.6 for Doge. 15.6 now for Doge. Curling up. I tried leverage trading, and then Kriss said I really shouldn't. You'd have been wrecked. You'd have been wrecked big time, Charlie. Happy Thanksgiving, T. Thank you, Sunshine. No staking in Cali. You can't stake in Cali. CNBC says after the weekend, the selling will be back. Well, we don't like that. Rate cuts are priced in. All eyes and ears. And what's Powell going to say? Exactly. Duchess. I was in LA years ago. Wish I saw the casino. Then I could say I saw your building. That's in Vegas, Las Vegas. Are you doing streams now, Con? Are you really? We'll check them out. We will check them out. Happy Thanksgiving Eve, Oscar. The Doge ETFs are launched, so I think we'll get at least 50 cents. No, Michael, the ETFs aren't going to do that on their own. It's just, Doge is going to need more to get up to that price. And the ETFs alone are not going to do it. I see these other comments in the past couple of days on my videos, and people saying, the ETFs didn't do anything. And I was like, I know, I said they wouldn't. It's like, not a surprise. Not a surprise. Oh, you meant to type LV instead of LA. Got it. LV. Fear and greed index, all-time low. As she sees the all-red crypto portfolio. The wife. Yeah. A con stream, I know, right? Definitely Denny's over IHOP. I agree. And we don't have Denny's here in Boston, but in Las Vegas, I went and I got the Grand Slam breakfast, and I was like, yeah, I'm in heaven. Bottomless cup of coffee. Oh, they actually give you your own pot. You don't just get a cup of coffee. They bring a pot of coffee to your table. And after you drink that pot, they ask you if they can refill it again. It's awesome. Moon's over Miami. Yep. I usually go with the Grand Slam breakfast. Happy Thanksgiving, Joshua. The loss ratio on leverage trading is pretty insane. It's like 90%. I tell you all the time, the exchanges don't want you to win because it comes out of their profit. So they will manipulate the price to take out your leverage trades. Oh, Miguel, you are right. We are in the red box. I did forget to do one very important thing.
All eyes on Doge. Big run up to the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up to the moon. Keep going up. Keep going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.69. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
There we go. Back in the red box. Let's go. Let's go. Con streams at 9 a.m. Eastern time, 30 minutes before the stocks open. I missed Denny's Deli or Cali Club sandwich. Orange juice first and then coffee. It's always that way. I haven't been to Denny's in 5 years. Yep, I had not been to one for, I think, since 2014. Trying to think, when did I go to LA? What year was that? I went to LA in maybe it was 2017. Yeah, went to Santa Monica and had to walk from our hotel by all the homeless people to get to the Denny's. All the Santa Monica homeless people. That was not a good walk. Thanksgiving tomorrow. Key West. There's a Denny's in Key West. I didn't know that. Oh, yeah. I love Key West. Key West is awesome. All eyes on Doge. Charlie's dancing. Almost back to even on Sheeb. Should I sell once back in profit or hold a little longer? If Dogecoin's going to go on a pump, Sheeb will pump also. You wait for that big green candle on Sheeb. That's what I would do. And I do hold some Sheeb, and that's what I will do. The Santa rally's coming, Apothecary. Calling it now. Over 30. All right. Dash just had a big run. See, this is what happens is you end up with something going on a big run. It gets people's attention. And then all of a sudden it's like, should I buy this? And I think 68 was a top, and it's now going to pull back. So there's probably heavy shorting going on Dash at 68, and they're shorting it down. That's my guess. Dash had a very nice run here. From the low yesterday, Dash went up 25%. But on that kind of move, it just not the time. Now, if it plays down to about half, maybe down to like, I don't know, 63, 62, maybe that's an entry point right there. If you're looking just to buy on spot, but not at 66. I want to play all eyes on Doge. Oh, you guys. Now we need to go back to the purple box. Exactly. I like Santa Monica, except for all the homeless people. There is a lot of homeless there, unfortunately. And the police let them hang out in the park, right along Route 1, right there by the beach, until the evening time, and then they flush them all out of the park. And they find whatever doorways or things in the streets to sleep at night, because they won't let them sleep in the park. And then the next day, they're all back in the park again, right near the pier. That's Santa Monica now, unfortunately. I don't think the whole Ukraine-Russia thing is going to cause crypto to like spike. It's not a thing. It's been going on for so long, people don't even think about it. I know. No announcement yet on X money. Oh, back in 1999, there was a Denny's. Not sure now. Let's see. Denny's. Key West. Denny's. There it is. It's there. You got to love Google Maps. There's the Denny's. America's Diner. It's still there. There it is. Key West, Florida. Denny's. You just made it. What did you miss? So the first 10 minutes, I covered all the news and what I saw going on. Kind of a quiet day, but you can check that out. Do that as a trailer. People who are sub can watch it as a trailer. You sold your sheep for Doge? Yeah. Tom Lee's, he's saying 8,000 Doge or ETH. 8,000 ETH. What's this? S&P 500? 8,000 ETH. I'm going to randomly play All Eyes on Doge in my live stream, even though my stream has nothing to do with alts. People will be like, what? What is that? Yeah, do it, Con. Do it. Do it. Derek, a retrace, it'll probably be back down into the 14s, would be my guess. Just the way the market is right now, heading into U.S. holiday here. Santa Monica sounds like Manchester. Not at all. Not at all. Except maybe for the homeless, if you've got a lot of homeless there. But yes, Santa Monica is sunny. Your followers won't be able to get the song out of their heads. Yes. BTC has topped plenty of times before, while stocks have gone on to make all-time highs after all-time highs. That is true. There's news on the ETF Cointelegraph X account. Telegraph. NASDAQ has filed with the SEC to raise option limits on BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF to 1 million contracts. Okay. I don't really follow IBIT calls and things like that. Totally for the homeless. Yes. And they are there in Santa Monica. Yes, you guys are saying wonderful things about Charlotte's hometown. Well, not her hometown, but I know. How did that word get through? How did that word not be on the naughty list? Wow. I might have to add it now. People will be typing that in all the time. Crackhead. You crackhead, you. If the Russell puts in an all-time high, what if we got the biggest bear trap in history? That would be awesome. Just not expecting it. Say it while you can, Ryan. It's going on the naughty list. Oh, God, you guys. Manchester's a mess. So is their Red Football Club. Here we go again. Here we go again. Talking football. Obviously, Hobo is not on the list either. Everybody's checking out the words now. What gets through Chris's filter and what doesn't? What gets through? What gets through? Vagabond is not so bad. But if I click here, see, I can do this live. I can go here. Here. All right. Now try your crackhead. Now try your crackhead. Chris's Iron Dome, yeah. Oh, you did separate words. Goose. Or the misspelling. Yes, PDX. Oh my God, you guys are too funny. That's too good. If we're still in the teens with Dogecoin or lower, I'll be buying more by the end of next week, along with more Pepe. Pepe's still in the 4s, right? Yep, 47. Long ways to come back on Pepe. Long ways to come back. You guys are too funny with these misspellings. Oh my God. Oh. Shocked I haven't put rigged on the naughty list. Ah, that's a good one. We like rigged. Always used during Dogecoin giveaways. Rigged. For those that don't know, again tomorrow, for those who are going to have Thanksgiving dinner, take a picture of your table setting and or your plate of food so Charlotte can see what different American Thanksgivings look like for all of our food. Is Keir Starmer on the naughty list? Stuck. No. You could put Africana words. Yep. You can do that. Elon is on the naughty list. Yeah, I will never buy Sheeb again, ever, 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 ever. I made money on Sheeb, so I'll take it. I will take it. And Charlotte with the camera. Elizabeth Warren. Oh, that's my safe word, right? I would post my food, but it always rejects me. Are you subscribed? You might want to check and make sure you're subscribed. I know you're a member, but are you subscribed too? Just one of those things. I don't know why. I mean, I know if you're not subscribed, it won't post photos on the YouTube community page. But any other reason, I don't know. Well, Brian, then you have to fake it. Then you go buy a pre-cooked meal, and then you put that on your plate, and then you take a picture of it like you actually made it. She won't know the difference. If it's all pre-cooked, she won't know the difference. Well, thank you, DB. Appreciate it. People are saying don't buy the Bitcoin bounce because it could go lower. Yep. And alts and Doge will follow Bitcoin until there's some bit of news, particularly for Dogecoin, that causes Doge to pump. Otherwise, it's just going to follow Bitcoin, which is what happened this afternoon. Bitcoin went up, so Dogecoin went up. Banana zone. The banana zone. Your safe word is on the naughty list, Goose. Oh, there you go. So we won't know. We won't know. Kensler. Please stop hitting me. Oh, God. What has our pre-Thanksgiving live stream turned into here? What has it turned into? Bunch of degens. Yeah, Bitcoin's just kind of hanging out right here, right above 90K, waiting for it to make up its mind. It did come up to 90,500, though. It did take out some shorts right there. While we were messing around with safe words and naughty words, Bitcoin did hit 90,500. So it did take out some shorts. We just missed it. We were too busy having fun. Yeah, here they are, all the Bitcoin shorts. 100K, 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 100K. A lot of them. We missed it all. That was some big money there. So yeah, Bitcoin did make it. Bunch of shorts on Bitcoin. Look at that. All at 90,500 and above. Big ones. Lots. Wow. Well, on it goes. The pinger isn't working today for some reason. Some ZEC shorts as well. Hi, Trideer. How are you? That's why the pings are important, but the pinger isn't working today. Right. We're better off having a good time and letting the coins take care of themselves. Exactly. The next Doge targets. Yes. I showed them a little bit ago. We'll zoom out to the weekly again. So we've got the immediate 16 cents. We've got the top of the red box at 17 cents. And then the bottom of the purple box, 18 cents. Penny by penny by penny. The overall goal right now is to get to the top of the purple box at 21 cents, where Doge may get rejected. And we go back into bear. Unless there is a big wild card, which is the big green arrow here, which would be X money. If X money launches, all bets are off, and we could see a big pump on Dogecoin. So that's my overall view on the Doge. As it flattens out here, 15.5, 15.6, just flattening out. But it's in the red box. Hi, low rollers here. Another Powerball drawing up to 681 million. Good luck if you play. I'm still kind of a crab, slightly bearish. So 21 cents exit price for Doge. Okay, 102K on Bitcoin, 21 cents on Doge. That's what the charts show for a relief rally. Wait, she does German too? She does German too. Oh no. Oh. All right, gang. Hey, pre-Thanksgiving Day, we had a nice pump. We'll see if Doge can settle here above 15.4. See if Bitcoin can stay above 90K. And everyone have a great Thanksgiving. And those that don't celebrate, have a good Thursday. I'll be back on Friday for my next live stream. We'll get caught up on what has been going on. I hope everyone has a great evening or morning time if it's already Thursday where you are. Appreciate all the support. We'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably the most entertaining outcome
And the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.